Are you carrying a secret weight that nobody else can see? Have you bounced between meetings, counselors, even late-night promises to yourself, yet the chains keep clanging? And what if there were a place that tackles not just the bottle or the pills, but the anxiety, the rage, the shame, the endless scrolling, every single habit that hijacks your life? Welcome to Celebrate Recovery, and welcome to That Recovery Life.
Today we are cutting through the noise. We are asking the questions you whisper in the dark. What is Celebrate Recovery? Why is everyone at our church basement buzzing about it? How is it different from Narcotics Anonymous or Alcoholics Anonymous? Does someone shove a Bible down your throat the minute you walk in? Or can you just breathe and heal? Stick around, because by the end of this conversation you will know whether Celebrate Recovery, or CR, is the missing link in your recovery journey.
Before we dive, smash that like button, subscribe to That Recovery Life, and ring the bell so you never miss the raw truth that sets us free. All right, let's get uncomfortable.
What exactly is Celebrate Recovery? Picture this: a Tuesday night, folding chairs in meat circles, a worship band warming up, coffee that could strip paint but somehow tastes like hope. KR is a Christ-centered 12-step program that also weaves in 8 principles pulled straight from the Beatitudes. Those 8 principles read like a freedom manifesto. Admit powerlessness, earnestly believe God exists, consciously choose to surrender, and so on.
And here is the twist. CR is not only about substance addiction. It covers what founders call hurts, habits, hang-ups. That umbrella spans trauma, grief, control issues, eating disorders, gambling, codependency, you name it. If it keeps you up at night, CR puts a seat with your name on it.
Let's talk about who started Celebrate Recovery and how it began. We cannot tell this story without 2 ordinary but radical guys. John Baker, an Air Force Academy grad and recovering alcoholic, sat through AA meetings wondering why nobody ever said Jesus. He wrote a 13-page letter to Rick Warren, lead pastor at Saddleback Church in California. Rick read it, scrawled one line in the margin, "John, you do it." And Celebrate Recovery launched in 1991 with 43 brave souls in the room.
Think about that. One letter, one yes. Today, more than 35,000 churches host CR, from tiny farm towns to prisons to universities. Over 5 million people have journeyed through an in-depth step study.
What does a CR meeting look like, you ask? When you pull into the parking lot, nobody pats you down for a membership card. You start in large group, live music. Someone teaches or shares a testimony. No crosstalk, meaning nobody interrupts the person holding the mic.
Then you split into gender-specific, open share groups. That rule guards safety. Men open up with men, women with women. After that comes Solid Rock Cafe, dessert plus mingling, because breaking bread matters.
The backbone, though, is the step study. That is a small, closed cohort that meets weekly for 9 to 12 months working through 4 participant guides. It is messy. It is where secrets lose their power. Sponsors and accountability partners keep your feet to the fire when the old demons whisper.
So what are the differences? CR versus AA and NA. I spent 7 restless years in AA, so let me shoot straight. AA and NA are phenomenal, life-saving fellowships, but they are intentionally broad about a higher power. CR names that power as Jesus Christ. Scripture grounds every step. So if you cringe at ambiguity, CR gives a defined compass.
Another difference is scope. AA and NA focus on alcohol or narcotics. CR tackles any hurt, habit, or hang-up. That means a married couple can attend together even if only one drinks, because the other might battle codependency or rage. The house has many rooms.
Finally, rhythm. CR blends worship and teaching into recovery. You might hear a drummer kick, then a lesson on forgiveness, then chips awarded for 30, 60, 90 days of sobriety. It is Recovery Church without the pews.
So why pick CR over AA or NA? First, community depth. Because step studies last months, you get relational cement, not polite nods. Second, integrated healing. You learn to confess, to make amends, to serve. Many graduates end up volunteering. Studies show more than 40% serve in local ministries afterward.
Third, whole life discipleship. CR does not stop at clean and sober. It trains you to rebuild finances, marriage, parenting, every arena the addiction scorched.
And hear this. CR costs nothing. Churches foot the bill. No dues, no court fees, no surprise invoices. That levels the playing field for folks who blew every dime.
Let's talk about real-life examples. Let me paint a face on these facts. I met Aaron, a veteran medic who downed pain pills like Tic Tacs. AA kept him from relapse, but night terrors and anger still strangled him. In CR, he finally grieved the battlefield guilt he never named. Today, he sponsors 3 guys and leads worship with calloused guitar fingers.
My friend Olivia hid an eating disorder behind perfect church attendance. She felt out of place in NA because brownies are legal. CR welcomed her with women who understood both sugar binges and self-hatred. She shows off her restored smile more than her clothing size now.
Do you see the pattern? CR offers a multi-lane highway where different vehicles travel toward the same cross-shaped exit.
But here's the big question. What if I am not a Christian? You might say, I do not buy the Bible thing. Fair. Nobody at CR checks your theology. The only expectation is honesty and respect. You will hear prayer and scripture, yes, but nobody forces baptism or doctrinal quizzes. Plenty of seekers sit, listen, and heal.
The heartbeat is relationship, not religion. They share the Jesus they trust because it saved them. Yet they trust God enough to chase you, not coerce you. You lay your cards on the table at your own pace.
Bottom line, they will not cram faith down your throat, but they will not hide it under the table either. If you can handle that tension, you belong.
Recovery demands sacrifice. CR nights become sacred. You read workbook questions that peel your skin. You confess mistakes to a sponsor who might become your best man at a future wedding. That vulnerability feels like death. Spoiler, it is actually resurrection.
Imagine waking up and realizing the cravings no longer dictate your calendar. Picture apologizing to your daughter without choking on shame. See yourself hugging a newcomer and saying, "Me too," while sliding a 30-day blue chip into her trembling palm.
Friend, you have tried muscle, meds, manipulation. How about surrender?
If anything in this episode sparks a restless yes inside you, hit the Celebrate Recovery website at www.celebraterecovery.com.
If you already attend, comment below with one breakthrough moment to encourage the person who is still debating. Keep anonymity. Use your first name and your victory.
Share this video with 3 people. Think of the coworker who keeps jokes about blackouts, the cousin cycling through rehabs, the neighbor who avoids eye contact. One click could reroute their destiny.
And subscribe to our channel, That Recovery Life. Each week we drop real talk that digs beneath the symptoms and shines a flashlight on the soul.
You are not alone. You are not beyond repair. Celebrate Recovery stands ready with open chairs, warm coffee, and people who bleed the same color you do.
Choose courage tonight. Show up, own your story, and let grace write the next chapters. We will be cheering in the parking lot.
Until next time, keep living that recovery life.